Toxic parents. Behaviors and false beliefs that have a destructive effect on their children. Toxic parenting is often unintentional, but can have long-lasting, damaging effects on children. This behavior stems from misguided beliefs and negative patterns that parents may pass on, which shape the emotional, mental, and social development of their children. In this script, we'll explore the key toxic behaviors and false beliefs that can severely impact a child's well-being. 1. Over-controlling and manipulation. Some parents believe they know what's best for their children in all aspects, leading them to be overly controlling. These parents may manipulate their children's decisions, hobbies, and even friendships, robbing them of the opportunity to develop autonomy and self-confidence. Example: a parent deciding what career their child should pursue, without considering the child's passions or strengths. 2. Conditional love. Parents withhold affection or approval unless their children meet certain expectations, leading to feelings of worthlessness or constant pressure to meet impossible standards. The child may grow up believing their value is tied to their achievements, rather than their intrinsic worth. False belief. If I'm strict and only praise them when they succeed, they'll work harder. 3. Emotional neglect. Parents who are emotionally unavailable, dismissive, or indifferent to their child's emotional needs can cause long-term damage. Children raised in emotionally neglectful homes often struggle to express themselves, regulate their emotions, or form healthy relationships later in life. Behavior. Ignoring or dismissing a child's feelings, with phrases like, "Stop crying, it's not a big deal." 4. Narcissistic parenting. In toxic households, some parents prioritize their own needs and emotions over their children's, using them to fulfill their desires or elevate their self-worth. This leads to a lack of empathy and puts immense pressure on the child to meet the parent's needs. Example: a parent seeking validation through their child's success or appearance, focusing on how others perceive them instead of fostering the child's individuality. 5. Blaming and guilt-tripping. Toxic parents may often blame their children for their own mistakes, failures, or unhappiness. This creates a toxic cycle of guilt, where children feel responsible for things beyond their control. False belief. If I make them feel guilty, they'll change or behave better. 6. Comparison with others. Some parents habitually compare their children to others, whether siblings, friends, or even themselves at a younger age. This behavior instills a sense of inadequacy in children, leading to jealousy, insecurity, or resentment. Phrase example: "Why can't you be more like your brother?" Or, "When I was your age, I did much better." 7. Using fear and punishment as discipline. Relying heavily on fear or physical punishment can damage a child's self-esteem and create a strained relationship. Children who grow up with fear-based parenting often become either submissive or rebellious as a coping mechanism. Behavior. Threatening severe punishment for minor mistakes, teaching children to fear instead of respect their parents. 8. Lack of boundaries. Parents who fail to respect their children's boundaries, whether emotional or physical, raise children who struggle with self-worth and relationships. These children may grow up unable to set healthy boundaries in their own lives. Behavior. Going through personal belongings or interrogating a child about private matters, assuming it's their right as a parent. 9. Parental alienation. In situations of separation or divorce, some parents use their children as pawns in conflict with their ex-partners. This causes emotional turmoil for children, as they feel torn between two people they love. False belief. I'm protecting my child by turning them against their other parent. 10. Invalidation of identity. Parents who dismiss or criticize their child's individuality, such as their sexual orientation, gender identity, or chosen career path, create long-lasting psychological harm. Children often feel they must hide their true selves to gain parental approval. Behavior. Rejecting or dismissing a child's preferences or identity, forcing them to conform to outdated norms. 11. Unrealistic expectations. Some parents place unrealistic expectations on their children, pushing them to be perfect in all areas: academics, sports, or social standing. The constant pressure to meet these high standards can lead to anxiety, depression, and burnout. False belief. If I push them harder, they'll achieve more. 12. Lack of accountability. Toxic parents often refuse to acknowledge their own mistakes or wrongdoing, placing the blame on their children or others. This sets a poor example for children, who may grow up without understanding the importance of personal responsibility. Behavior. Refusing to apologize or admit fault, insisting that parents are always right. 13. Ignoring or rejecting mental health issues. In many toxic households, there's a stigma around mental health. Parents may ignore signs of anxiety, depression, or other mental health struggles, dismissing them as just a phase or attention-seeking. False belief. Children don't have real problems. They'll grow out of it. 14. Unhealthy relationship with money. Some parents use financial control as a way to manipulate their children or teach them unhealthy attitudes toward money. Whether it's through stinginess, excessive spending, or financial manipulation, children internalize these patterns, leading to struggles later in life. Behavior. Withholding money as punishment or using it to control decisions. 15. The do as I say, not as I do mentality. Toxic parents often expect their children to follow rules they themselves do not. This hypocritical behavior confuses children and undermines trust. They may rebel or lose respect for their parents entirely. Example: a parent demanding honesty while lying to others, or demanding respect without showing it in return. Conclusion: toxic behaviors and false beliefs can leave a lasting imprint on children, affecting their ability to form healthy relationships, build self-esteem, and navigate the world confidently. Recognizing these behaviors is the first step toward breaking the cycle and fostering healthier, more supportive environments for future generations. It's never too late for parents to reflect on their actions and strive to grow alongside their children. Healing and change are possible for both parents and their children with awareness and effort.